Hello everyone and welcome to Usitility. Today we are going to see how to play Olympus Idol Legends on PC using the brand new BlueStacks 5, that is designed for blazing fast speed and high-octane action. It packs a punch with mega performance upgrades and it has faster performance than any other high-end Android device or Android platform. We will be able to easily download and install Olympus Idol Legends and enjoy the game on our Windows PC with keyboard, mouse and big screen thanks to BlueStacks 5, which is the Android emulator that we recommend to play Olympus Idol Legends. So without further ado, let's get to it. First of all my friends, to get started we need to launch our favorite browser. We selected the one we prefer. Let's go to that URL that I have highlighted in green color. Now, you can discover on the screen of the PC. You don't need to type it, simply because there's the clickable link in the description of this video and the first pinned comment. We landed on this page on our site of Usitility, at which we get a precise outline on how you can download and install Olympus Idol Legends on laptop or computer. We scroll lower a bit and then click on the Download Game on PC button. Once clicking on that link, we reach the site of BlueStacks. No panic, it is simply the Android emulator that we are going to run to get access to that game Olympus Idol Legends on our PC. As you can discover from here, we have a great deal of pros of preferring the emulator. Now we are on the way to proceed to download the Olympus Idol Legends by simply clicking on this button Play on BlueStacks that you can visualize here in green color. Next step is clicking on it. And the download starts and ends immediately. Voila, here is located the download. It's an executable file. What we are going to do now is to launch the executable file, so we need to click on this file. If we are on Windows 10 it will have asked us for permission to allow changes to the laptop or device. We have clicked yes. I minimize the web browser to see the installation software better. The installer is really easy to follow. It consists of a couple of possibilities, install, and setup path. I am going to show you what setup path does indeed. We just simply click on it. And we discover that we get here the path where in fact the emulator can be set up. If we choose to modify this directory we have got to click on that Browse button, and therefore we decide on another folder and install the emulator exactly where we wish. I prefer to set it where it is. I click on Back. And I pick Install. Now, there it is. The install starts and it is going to go forward together with the download of those megabytes which are shown on our screen. As you download it, it could possibly be a little bit more or less megabytes. The data transfer speed can be at a higher speed or at a lower speed, based on your type of access to the web and depending on the performance of the emulator servers. At the moment they're progressing incredibly fast. The download is finished, and now it proceeds with the installation phase. With BlueStacks 5 you can even reduce RAM usage with a single click. Especially useful if you ever face performance-related problems. In addition, you can activate Eco Mode to enjoy 87% reduced CPU usage, 97% reduced GPU usage and easier multitasking. As you can see, BlueStacks 5 is built to provide stability and performance during long gaming sessions. The installation has already finished for me. Now, the emulator has actually been launched successfully. As you can see, at the bottom of the screen, there is a progress bar which will fill up so when it attains the finish, the emulator is going to be started for the first time. In fact, the emulator is already launched, there for the very first time. Before we continue, as you understand, it has created a couple of app icons here on the computer desktop. The BlueStacks and BlueStacks multi-instance. Note that the BlueStacks software icon is definitely the only one we're considering. Each time we have to launch Olympus Idol Legends on our desktop or laptop, we double mouse click on that app icon and as a result run the emulator. The BlueStacks multi-instance icon allows you to launch multiple emulator instances. And with BlueStacks 5's new improved multi-instance manager in Eco Mode, players can run more game instances faster and with less lag. Let's make the next step, which is actually a must-have, and that's to log on to the Google Play Store. And we will mouse-click on Play Store. As you can see the Google Play is presented. Here we are required to log on. Now the moment we are on this page, we must absolutely accomplish this following step that is imperative. Therefore simply click on Sign In. Now it announces Checking Info. It can once in a while get stopped at Checking Info, and this isn't going to progress. If so, you should try to connect to your account after a number of hours and it'll quite likely be resolved. Now we shall enter our email address and password. The email ought to be a Gmail email address and its associated password. As an example, you may use the very same email you use right now in your YouTube account. Thus I will type in my info and I will go back as soon as I have completed it. That's it, information entered. Discover Google welcoming us and presenting us the twos. We can approve them all by just hitting, I agree. Next, it allow us to back up to the Google Cloud. You can also keep it checked it's going to produce a backup of your data files on this device to Google Drive. I am not going to select it, you do what you want. We just click on accept. Google Play is started by default and completely on its own. To set up the app game, we have got to visit the Android emulator desktop by simply clicking on the icon designated green colored. Now that we are exploring the desktop of the emulator for Android, we can see that we now have right here the Install Video Game button. We then click on this button. Here we access to the game. Let's then click there on the Install link that I am displaying now in green color. And it will initiate the installation. Straight away it is going to download and install the video game. It will take quite some time, or perhaps it could possibly be very quick. That all is determined on our web connection. It's by then ended setting up. Now, let's go to the emulator desktop by simply clicking on this option I'm presenting in green, so that you can run Olympus Idle Legends for the first time. We are at present on the emulator desktop, and we are on the way to simply click on that brand new Olympus Idle Legends app icon that was provided. The Android game is launched for the first time. Here we have it. I could press anywhere on the screen and also make use of the keyboard. I will talk about the volume of that emulator. This is here. We have got the icon of higher volume and also the icon of lower volume. This way we do not use the Windows volume to increase or decrease the music of your emulator. And to appreciate the experience to the fullest, we will activate the big screen, for which we have two choices. This is simply the first one. We mouse click on that icon which I'm identifying in green color. And the display screen is maximized, getting one border on top, one on the right side and one at the bottom. If we aspire to appreciate the application using all the screen, we click this particular app icon. And we would probably already be experiencing and enjoying the gameplay in full screen setting. To get out of the 100% screen functionality, just click the F11 key. And we might by now play in standard computer screen setting. Now I am ready to reveal you the computer keys mapping, and that is actually quite exciting. This step we will probably be capable to make use of the game app a lot more easily. The very first point is to press the software icon. And there you will have the ability to make the recommended setups. I am about to put the standard configuration, though if you intend to modify that, you may well do it now without any problem. Obviously, the emulator is absolutely in our language. Once in a while it occurs that the emulator is started in the incorrect language, as an example, in Mandarin. And to set it up in the right language we click here to the cogwheel. And right here within many other configuration settings, we simply click on the Language drop down. We should pick the language we prefer, German, Mandarin, etc. After the language is decided, we could save. The emulator would restart, along with the game application. Next time we start it, would of course be in the chosen language. Now, you will find another aspect that we have to take into consideration, and it is that we will get a message from Google Mail telling that a completely new electronic device has been linked to our own Google account. It definitely will question us if we are the people who have connected that electronic device. That's right, we really should not worry, considering the fact that emulator is emulating an Android device. And to identify which device is currently being emulated, we visit here, to the cogwheel, and we click on it. And we browse here to the Model option. And now we learn that the emulator is acting as a Samsung cellular phone. And so we're going to receive an email saying that a new Samsung device has been connected to our Google account. That's all guys, so much for the video user demo. I hope that you liked it, specifically that you found it informative. If that's so, offer it a nice thumb up, subscribe to our channel, and I will be happy to answer your remarks, concerns or ideas. Put them in the comment area below. You could possibly also leave a comment on my Twitch channel. I perform live streams from time to time. You get it listed below in the video description and in the initial pinned comment. Simply click any of the online videos that are appearing on the suggestion of videos to watch, and let's have fun again in the future video game videos. Bye.